This is Yuxi Chen. In this video, I will talk about the implementation, how I develop my game in this video. So first is the animations. So all the animations which is used in my final project is made by my own. So first is here. Um, this is the heart picture and play picture and dash picture. And all the picture I made is by this software. And once you have done drawing once you have done drawing the picture, you can export the spreadsheet, and then you can import the spreadsheet into this game, into Unity. And after that, you can create the animations. For example, here is a player, and this is the animation controller. So that's for all the animation. So next part, I will talk about my game. So my game has four main parts. So the first one is the player. So first one is the player. It will control. It's a character which the player will control. So next part is the score system. So for the score system, so next part is for score system, which is something here. It will count the score. And the next one is the UI. So in this guy has some I have very UIs. Um, so I will talk about them just one by one in next part. So the last one is the generators. So in this game, I have some objects, something like the enemy, the block, and the gems, and the heart, which is not proceeds will be generated during your playing. So first, let me talk about the UI. So here, the in my game, you can see it here. First one is the in-game UI. First one is the in-game UI. You can see you have the HP, you have the time, the playing time, the score, and the dash. So here, it's just use the canvas in the Unity, and I just set a header and a footer. The footer is for the dash, and the in header there are three parts. So the left part is a health pointer, uh, right part is a 10 and score, and the top part is a experience point bar. So 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 about the left, so there is a text. There is a text, and for the bar, so how I implement this bar is actually quite simple. So you have first, let me first you have a background. So the background is just something is a picture which looks like this, and I can add a fill, which is the remaining health point, a background which is a white picture. So I can have something like this, and I can add a slider to this component. So I can control the sliders, which will make the uh, which I can set the value in my code. So you can have a effect like the health bar. So it's the same. Um, I implement the dash bar and the HP bar using the same strategy. So something like you have a background, and you have a fill, and you have background colors, and you can change the background color, you can change the fill color, and something like that. So that's the in-game UI. I will talk about how I change this in the next part. So the next is so that's the in-game UI. So the next part is the pause UI. So um, you can see when I pause, there will be a pause UI and show the right here. Will show the if you continue the game, if you have choose a new game, if you go to the home menu. So here is something I to control this to make this UI can work with the game. So first these two active canvas and the active canvas. So this two one will control the if I want to show or disable the canvas, just set this canvas dot enable to true or false. And here, when you when you show a canvas, the game is not stopped. It will still going on, and you need to set the 10 dot time scale to 0 so that it won't play. The game is actually stopped or freezed when you press some key to pause again and show the pause UI, the pause page. So for the pause, you can see here are some are total 3 buttons. Continue new game and go to the home menu, and this is corresponding functions. So let me show you pause UI. There's a panel, there's a main menu, and this is all about the style lookout. This is the board. Here we have an online button container, and you put all the button here. So you can see here the resume. One click it will call the pause system resume game. So is this function? It's just continue the game and deactivate the canvas and restart the game. So it reloads the current scenes and go to the home menu. It will load another scenes, so it's quite easy. So that's the pause UI and the finish and death UI. So for the finish UI and the death UI, so let me disable this finish UI. So the finish and this UI is actually the same. I use the same. It's basically a pause UI and plus with titles. So you will have a title, and I can change the titles. When you die, I change the title to you die and the final score. So when you finish the game, like you meet the minimum playing time 7 minutes, and I will show you, oh, you congratulations, you finished the game and your final score. So it's quite the same as the pause UI. You won't so you won't need a new game. So you just need to play a game. So which is the same. Play a game, which is this one. Restart the game and go home, which is go to the home menu, and you need to set the score. So here you will have a public um, titles component. Here you can pass the component into here. So after that, I can set up the title here. So tell the current to tell the current component which is used the post system script, if it is just a post UI or if it's used in a finish or dash UI, I just add this is post UI is boolean. If you uncheck it, it will tell the code, okay, I will treat it not as a pass UI, so it will have something extra like title. Oh, so to avoid the code has some error. So pass UI, finish UI. So next part is the level up UI. So the level up UI is some the most complex parts were develops because the information when shows in this page is dynamic cause is dynamic. Uh, so this bar, if you can remember, the first one, the first one is this one. This will show the HP component, will show the HP ability, and this one will show the dash ability. In my first idea, in my first thought, I want to make many ability, and you can choose from them. So when I write this component, when I finish this UI, I just do things like I might add more things to the to I might add more ability later. So anyway, let's see the code first. Level up. So is this code? So um the whole so this two one is used to activate and deactivate the canvas and stop or continue the game. And this select buttons is used to tell the script to tell the code which button are the player choose. So like here, so if I choose this one, it will call the select button 0. And once if I choose this one, the selected button ID will be set to 1. And if I choose this one, the selected button ID will be set to 1. So in this case, I can the code will know which button you choose and can once you click confirm, it will um it will call corresponding function or method. So once you click on confirm, so this one is confirm, you will just call this function. You will call confirm and according by the this selected ID set by this function, you will call different level up functions, and after that just deactivate canvas. So in this game, I have two abilities, and each ability will have something like this class. You will have a uh, you will have this member, the class members, which will be used to control the health. For example, here the HP ability will something related with player health. So here I will have a reference to the player health. Let's go back. And this is a constructor, so I can set the player health to the new object. And this one is a current level. So as you know, the maximum level is total to 10. And for each different levels, we will have some different discrimination. Like during level 1 to level 9, it will have HP plus 1. And about level 10, it will have recover HP over 10, which is ability. And at the maximum, which is 11, which is level 10, is will just show the max. So this one is to get the ability text to decide what should I show in the screen. So it will just something do the simple if check. And once is this one is a level up. So when the click when the user, for example, so for example when the users uh, so when the user selects this and click convert, it will call the level up function. Will call this function. And this function will basically check the current level. First is level up, so level up will increase by one, and check the current level of the if it's the maximum. If not, it will uh, just do the normal. I provide the level up function in the HP, so in the health in this function. So in DevOps, this script is can simply call this one, and if it's the maximum, so it will have some effect like level uphill. So it's the same structure about the dashability, but the only difference is text is different, and well, the only difference is the text is different, and the this controller is different, and the level up function and the implementation is different. So yeah, but it's just a same idea. Let me stop this. So that's all for my UI. So next part I will talk about the player. So which is in this is here. You can see here it's all the codes. So it's everything about. So, in this one, this is player. So those code is for the control the player how the player will move, the dash, the health of the player, and the XP system is all in this part. So first, let me see the cycle movement. The cycle movement. So it's something more simply implementation one. So if you can see here, you will just detect or listen to the key element, the key event, horizontal and vertical, and those two you can set in your project here, project settings, and the input controller you can set those two here, left A and D, SD down and up. So after that, you get the movement. You can get the movement and just add the movement to the rigid body velocities. So you will have some. So after if you implement this one, you can have a movement. But I want something like when the character moves, you can always face the moving directions. So you have something like this when you move your character will only face at the moving direction. So I need to rotation the players with some angle. And the rotation you can see here. So for this function is all for the face movement directions. And I add a log to the face move directions. Why is that? Because um, it's for some. So it's for some cause it's not when you move. It's you want to the character always face this direction, but there will be a dash will be have a dash. So if I want to, so if I when I dash, I also moved. So for example, when I dash, is this one. So when I dash, I will have an animation for that dash, and when I change the, for example, I dash at this direction, but during my dash, I use my keyboard to make my character move at this directions. Uh, because the dash isn't finished, the keyboards, this one will be ignored. But if I don't set a clock, I don't set a lock, the position will just face this way and move in this way. So that's really weird. So I add a lock to deal with that bugs, to fix that bugs. So yeah. So is this part works, and first this one will calculate the rotation angles based on the movement directions, and this two code will make the player always face up on the top. So here, so if I can just show you something like this. So uh if I don't set the previous code, it will have, for example, this is eyes, and this is okay, just for an example. And if I don't set it like that, here will something, just it's just the top become bottom, the bottom become top. It looks really weird. So you can see here, it won't, the eyes always on the top. So that's the function for this part code. And yeah, so I think that's the movement. And next part is a cycle dash, which will control the dash, which will control the dash in my game. So control this one. So here is some public member data member. So maximum dash, and which is uh, the max dash, and the dash left is how many time you can, the dash time left you still have, and the dash cooldown, which is the refresh time, and the dash distance, dash speed. I will ignore that. Cycle movement, which is this one, yeah, which is CN, and I import this because mostly is because the face movement direction I talked about earlier, and I also need to set the fade movement lock to true to make it won't be the face direction won't be affected by the input the keyboard input. So yeah, and that's about for this public members, and this one, all those things is for the level up systems. So I just get redstone setter and getter for the level up system, and you can see here, that's for the dash. Yeah, and this is dash, and set max dash, set dash cooldown, and set invisible. Everything is in here, so I also ignore that. Update. Okay, so check if there's any dash left, and this one is just for the get the cooldown, get the dash refresh. So this one just trigger the dash just if I to listen to the mouse button. Let's use right mouse click. So yeah, get the current mouse position, And after that, calculate the direction and limit the direction to fish the dash distance and set the target position. And after that, start dashing. Set this is dashing to true and get a last 10 delta. And this one is to record the time for the dash to calculate the cooldown. And if it's dashing, so first one play the animation, just set a boolean to the dash to true. So this will play the dash animation. Let me see. This will play the dash animation. So here, the condition just says to true. And set the CMN, set the cycle movement here, and check the object is reached. So this one will move towards the target position and check if the object has reached the target position. And if it's close enough, then the lock is no longer needed. So just close the lock and close the lock and then set its dash into false. And after that, just set the dash boolean to the false, so the animation will stop playing. So that's all for the cycle dash. The next part is for the player heals. So here is for the player heals. So in this part, you will have a HP. This is used for the UI part, I think. Let me see. So it's for the in-game UI. So it's something that is here. That's HP, and the maximum kills and the current kills. It's just max kills and current kills and the heals bar, and you can pass this heals bar into this component. And after that, you can use the set max heals, or you can use the set heals, which I think I write in a different, yeah, which I write here. So you can something root header and here's bar, and yes, and you in this one you will just pass the slider into the health bar, and then you can set the maximum kills and set the current kills. So just set the kills and update. So this update is a little longer. I will just split it into parts. So first, those three lines is to separately set the update the health bar and update the health text. So update this one and update this one. And if this is toggled, if this boolean is true, it will start the heal over time. This will run this. This will just heal over 10s. If you can remember, at the maximum level of the HP, the HP will just heal recovered by spend some time. So this is how I implement this one. So let's see so let's see how I implement this. So while true with some minutes, and you can set the heal overtime rate and heal overtime interval here. So this will decide how many seconds you will get a heal, and this one will get how much health point you will heal at each turn. So 1 and 5. Yeah. So something like this. Just set, increase, and something like this, and you can infinitely have a heal over 10 ability effect. So the last one is the experience point system. So the experience point systems. So let's go about this. So This one first is the experience point. And I didn't use this texture, but I also write it. But who knows if because when I write this script, I'm not sure if I really need a text here. And the current max, current HP, current experience point, and the current level. So that's the public members. And of course, you will have a slider, a public slider to control this one. So you will have something like set maximum. This those two part is for the controller slider. Let me see if I can find this one. UI, in UI, and it's about the header, left, up, XP bar. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, well, it's not no work right now, but but yeah, I use this. I use also use the slider part. So next one is set this to is for sliders, and when you start, just initialize the slider and initialize the current HP, current max, and all of that, and update. So when you just look for, so just update the current level and the current score H10s. So here, so when the current level, so when the current level is not reach the maximum level, and the current HP is max. So this one is for the the value is bigger than the max value. It will trigger the level up canvas I mentioned before. So it's basically will trigger. It will trigger. Here it will trigger this part level up. Yeah, it will trigger. It will activate this panel. Let's go back to the HP system. And after that, resets the current HP card level kind of max. And after and it's nothing about the experience point system. And when you reach the maximum levels, something like here, and you also level up, you will get some boundary scores. So if you get boundary scores, you will have some SS, the score system, and just call the boundary score the function method. And so those two parts is for to detect when you update, when you level up. So after that, so this two is for the to set the slider to match the to set the slider to the correct one. Let me disable this. So now you can see here, it worked now. And on trigger 2D, so this one is for the dream system. Yeah, when the player just collider with the dream, it will encounter, it will trigger this one, creates the current experience point increased by one, and destroys the dream object. I will talk this one later in the generate part. Oh, so yeah, that's the last part in the player. So about the next part is the generators. So let's close this one, close this one. So about the generator. So as you know, there are some. So as you know, there are some random game objects will be generated during the game, like this enemy and like the gems, like this gems and like the heart. So if I don't know, so yeah. So also this component will will control the generate algorithm, which all the code I just put in this empty parent. So first, let's see the enemy generator or the block generator. So the core code of the this one is here. This emulators spawn and move enemies. So you can, as you can see, when each round generates the enemies, we will have random numbers. We will generate from a minimum number of enemies between the maximum number of enemies. When you get the numbers, first you calculate the angle of every distribution of even around the circle, because you know let's say the player and the block will be generated like this one, like a circle. So each one will have some angle. So we'll have some angles. So something like this. So this code is to calculate the angle here. And after that, I need to calculate the so this will set the position, and after that I need to um, rotation the new object's cost. Because here, if I don't do the rotation, it will have something like this one. Yeah, it will have something like this instead of this. So yeah, so you need to rotate the new the new game object, and after that you just move the enemy towards to the center point. Use this function, and those parts is for uh, okay. This part is for move the enemy to the center point position, and wait until the enemy is close enough to the center. So if the enemy is close enough to the center, then if not, it will just return what will happen. If it's close enough to the center, it will call the undestroy function. So it will destroy the enemy, and it will sometimes it will drop some kill heart, and there will be one chance to create a heart here. So something I don't know heart. So yeah, it will have 1% possibility to create one kill heart, and then it will create gems, and just by using this one GG, the, the generator, it will call the create gems to create a gem. So I'll talk about it later. So that's something about the generate enemies. I also so once the generator, but once the enemy is be created, here we'll have some collider. So here is a collider 2D for the player kills. If it's for example touch the enemies, um, this will take damage. And sometimes if the player have the invisible ability, So it won't take damage. Will just go across the enemy, and if it don't have this ability, it will take damage and take by one damage, and with this game the enemy object will be destroyed. So here art and is this one. So this the tag of this object is enemy. So yeah. So that's all about the enemy generator. So next generator is dream generators. Let's say the dream generator here. Dream generator. So first one is create a dream about a dream. You can see here dream. So yeah, here this is a dream object, the prefab. First one is cycle. You will have a collider 2D, and you will have this. You can put a spreadsheet render here. So when you call the dream create dreams, you will pass a position variable parameter to this function, and here in this game I will say when three enemy object destroyed naturally, it will create one dream. So this one is to count for how many enemies is destroyed naturally, not because by hit by the player. And after that, that get a random distance. This will this will calculate a new position. So this position is in the camera position, and this position is for the how to say the original generated position. The new gem will be generated at this position and move to a random generate position. So just let me show you. It's the quickest way. Just here, you can see that the gems is generated as here, and it will move to a random view camera position. Like no, it's be generated here and move here. So this move gem towards is for that purpose. And yeah, so that is for the dream generators, and the next thing is for the um, heart heart or kill generators. Um, it's let me show the I can see it in the video. Yeah, here you will have some the heart. This will be generated here. So the heart generator. Almost the same things. I think it's just the crowd similar to the gen generator and the enemy generator. So you will have a create. So this one will create a new. Will create a new. This one. You will have a position. You will create a new game object, and if you don't have input and don't have parameter, it will just generate it at a random viewport at a random position by the taking the main camera as reference. And this one, so this emulator is for the that will keeping how to say when the player kills point is quite low, it will create 60 it will have 60 chance to create a heart, at each 10th and each 5 times. It's just mainly for when the player is at a really low health for HP. This one will be enabled and to prevent the player die too fast. And actually, you can see the here. So this is when the the generate cards will be called. So if I remember right, let me see here. Yes, place, yes. So when the current health is lower than 20%, so which is a very low health, this will be start. It will start generate heart. It will just to avoid you die too fast. And after when the player heals is some unsafe heals, it will just stop the generate card. So it will stop. After that, let me see if I miss something. Block generator? Yeah, I think I miss this part. So uh, this will also generate kill hurt, but chance, the possibility is much more small than this one. So that's two different um, reference by this reference of this class. So yeah, I think that's all for my code part. And let me check if I lose something. Oh yeah, I forget to mention one thing. Is here the sense, the game menu, the menu part. So in this part, it is just something really similar to the past UI's part. So you will just have some to make it looks better. Just add the panel. So this is for the out borders, but this panel is for the shadows. You can set the color here, and this is the border. So this is the outline. Basically this one, and this is the board, so basically the background color, and the button container, and play and quit, and this one is title. It's same structure but with different content. And for the background, this background I mentioned before is a place of Northeastern University. I think it's near the parking building, yeah. And I use a website to make it to make it binary and to make it like a pixel art to fit the art style of this game. And also here it will also have some controller, the main menu controller. So it will have some play game. It will load the game sense. It will load a next game sense, and it will have a create games. So if we in the Unity editors, it will stop the application is playing to fails. If I just get it like a really software or really .xtx software, it will just quit the application. So let me see if I lose something. Yeah, that's all the detailed implementation of my final project. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. So